Alrighty, here we are in round 2. This looks like a good hand, actually. We're going to go ahead and keep this one for sure. And this is something that seems a little bit better than what we've been seeing. Got turn 1, turn 2, turn 4. Hopefully we get there and see what happens. I do like the little blister pod. Like I said, you know, ramping us a little bit will be a good thing. Opponent's gonna seek the wilds is probably what we're gonna do on turn 2 as well. So he revealed Blighted Cataract. Like I said, late game, good, very good late game card. Go ahead and get our reveal setups. A little bit high for its mana cost, or high mana cost card, but I'm gonna go ahead and serve in with the blister pod. That guy there. And we're gonna seek the wilds as well. 2 cards I would have liked to have had, but we're gonna go ahead and get that island. Put them on them in any order, so we'll go ahead and Pathway Arrows and Earthen Arms. At least our opponent didn't get to see the Pathway Arrows. I mean, that would have been unfortunate. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to attack with the Blister Pod. Getting aggressive with the 1/1. Next turn we'll be able to have the 4/4, which would be pretty good. And our opponent has a 4/3. Yep, and just, you know, keep drawing those lands. We'll need them for the Scour. We're just going to leave this Blister Pod back as a blocker. No reason to get in there. Sometimes it makes me wonder if we should I wonder if we should sorry, I got distracted there for a second. Oh, that card's really good. The Silent Skimmer, 0/4, but when it attacks you lose 2 life. Yeah, it's pretty awesome actually. So I was wondering if I should add just more basic color of mana for the Woodland Wanderer, since all we seem to draw is land. You know, maybe just could have randomly made it something really huge. You know how I love to see that mana. Nothing but lands. I mean, there are pretty lands. You really can't complain about that. They do look awesome. You know, that art is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I don't know if I'm going to attack or not. I mean, he's going to get us in there, but he's just going to block and take 1. Whereas at some point, you know, in the next 2 turns when we draw more land, we'll just be able to scour from existence. So, we'll see. I mean, part of me wonders, you know, maybe I just start running 16 land, but then I probably won't draw any land, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, that guy's pretty good. If he serves in with the Brood Hunter, definitely go ahead and just jump block with the 1/1. And we'll go ahead and actually, yeah, so we'll do that next turn. Get rid of the 6/6. I'm sure opponent has more intimidating things, but you know, 4 cards, 4 lands in our hand is just. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. So try to get damage in somehow, and to do that, I mean, I have to be proactive, I guess. I mean, I don't have any clue what else to really do. That guy's really, really good. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and block. I mean, man, opponent's gotta be scared we've got something, right? I mean, those flyers are obviously gonna kill us pretty soon, but I think his guy gets to become a 7/7. Well, if he draws a land. Not that it matters all that much. Because now we get to draw all of our action after it doesn't matter. Now we have to block the what's going to be a 7/7. Because we're forced to. Oh, did it have trample? I don't remember. So how do I sideboard so I don't draw 12 lands? That's probably what I need to know. Is how to sideboard so I draw, an even distribution of lands and spells, rather than 3 spells and 8 lands, or 4 spells and 10 lands, or 5 spells and 12 lands. I think that is the sideboard option that I need to go with. And I don't see one here. Don't exactly know how to go about that business, but definitely would be, something that I would be interested in knowing, because that would definitely be useful information. I'm probably just sounding pretty bitter at this point, but it just makes those games so frustrating sometimes. But we're gonna go ahead and play first and keep a positive spin on things. Here we go. We got some things we can do early now. Some options for us. We're gonna go ahead and keep this one. Kind of been looking like what we've been wanting to do. So we're gonna go ahead and get going on this train. So we're definitely gonna do the probably call this, we'll see. If I draw something that I want to ramp into, we'll do the Call of Science, otherwise we'll do the Void Attendant. Opponent's getting his Seek on. Oh, I keep forgetting to, so I ended up with, that card's actually pretty good. I'm actually a huge fan of that card. The fact that it's like a 3/4 often is really powerful. So next turn we'll play the Cloud Manta. Yep, as I stated, a 3/4. Perfect mana without any requirements from our opponent. So next turn we'll play the Call of Scions and the Pathway Arrows, and we'll see how that goes. Definitely just going to take 3 damage from the ally, I think. Alright, actually maybe we'll just play the 3/4 of our own. Let's go ahead and get in there with both of our dudes. Because then we can block his 3/4. I mean, he's obviously got a lot of cards in hand. We're just going to have to kind of see what happens, but... Ah, that's a very good card, as I've stated. Let's go ahead and serve in with these guys again. So we can do the Baloth and the Pathway Arrows. We can do the Woodland Wanderer and the Pathway Arrows. Keep the land back. We could do the Territorial Baloth. Keep the land for next turn. I think I'm just going to do that. Yeah, we can tap down his land actually with the Pathway Arrows. Well, maybe not. Now it's going to be a 5/5. Well, I mean we can, but maybe that's what we'll do. Let's play Call of Scions. Play the Pathway Arrows and equip. So let's first of all go ahead and serve in with these guys. Then let's play this. Then play this. Then let's go ahead and equip this. So here, so the thing is, I can sacrifice the Scions because now they're just 0/1s to tap down this guy. So I can play the Wavewing Elemental actually, or I could play the Woodland Wanderer. I have a lot of options, I guess. I think first of all we'll just serve in for the 2 damages. I think I want to get the power in the air though, because we're getting pretty close to killing our opponent. it's already down, gonna be down to 5. And this will put a landfall trigger away from killing him. So let's see what happens with that. And we can even block the 3/4 if we have to, feel like we need to. I think when he goes to combat, we're definitely going to. Yeah, well, just every answer you could ever want. So we're gonna go ahead and continue to serve in here. So if I do this guy, it'll save us the actual mana for the activation. And maybe I'll do that on my opponent's upkeep. That's going to stop our attacking, unfortunately, but I can tap it, I suppose. Or we can just do this. Nice to see some of our sideboard cards are doing their good works. The thing about this is that it does keep our opponent actually down on mana a wee bit, and we got a win there. So that was a good fight by the Cloud Manta. Like I said, flying is pretty strong. So we did see the enchantment from our opponent. I don't know if that's reason to bring the Reclaiming Vines in, but I think I want the retreat to Kazendu. And this is all just about trying cards, you know. Can't really say too much about, you know, not knowing a format and just kind of seeing what's going to work and what's not going to work. Earthen Arms is actually over here. I kind of think he has Awaken, so maybe we'll play that over the Devastator. But he's playing big guys. Yeah, maybe we want to play the Devastator. This goes over here, over. Part of me wants to play another Baloth as a big creature, but let's not play let's play the Spell Shrub over the Fight card. Let's try that. Kind of see where that gets us. Let's submit this and see where we can go. It's a very slow hand. But I think we're gonna keep it. Have our colors. I'm gonna take that keep stop off this time. Get our setup here. It's a very good turn 1 play. Not good in the late game usually. Landfall sometimes can be alright, but in the early game, the Fertile Thicket is really, really good. Okay, we're on our land plan as usual, as per usual. Don't understand exactly how that works, but at some point I'm going to have to figure that one out, because that land plan is just really, really awesome. And I just love to see how that is all going to work out for us. Maybe we'll have our retreat on turn 3 and be able to, you know, boost things up, as it were, but beat us with that one. Excellent. His sideboard tech. My sideboard tech. Pretty similar. I'm glad that the Misintruder gets killed though. We don't have as much of a way to process things. So so he has both retreats. We are going to play our Baloth and see what happens. Our opponent's going to have a lot of life for us to fight through, and it is not going to be easy. I don't know. So this is where I don't know which one was dropped. I've never actually been killed by land before, but this looks like a lot of fun. It's really not all that much fun, but so I actually think I might do this guy and keep up Spell Shrivel, maybe? I don't know. I mean, he's going only needs 4 or more, but trying to get something into exile, maybe. If he's just gonna keep dropping land to kill us, that's one thing, but and probably telegraphs because he knows that we have the Baloth and the fact that I played this thing. But yeah, we're just gonna counter anything. We were gonna counter anything that he played. It didn't really matter what it was, but I think we're actually gonna keep our lands in hand for the Baloth. So we need to burn through 30 damage at some point. Well, we are just gonna die to land. So I suppose I can double block if need be, which we will need be. He's gonna be able to draw 2 cards with that though. It's gonna be pretty good. That's 5 toughness. Yeah, we're still gonna double block no matter what. Yep, he had the retreats. We did not. You know, he hit. You know, just I don't even really know what much else to say. Yep, yep. Just land again. Would we need to draw anything else? 11 to 7 is still 4 on the land side of things, which we still have more spells than lands. You know, it's kind of how it's designed. So I'm not exactly sure how it all works that way, but you know, that's just how sometimes it just goes. You know, there's really not much else you can say about it. Other than that is a lot of lands and not a lot of spells. You know. So anyway, we got a win in that game. So we're just gonna go ahead and see you guys in round 3.